Alright, so one old part I'm reusing is the steering column, but it looks pretty bad, so I'm just gonna sand it down and repaint it. Alright. Yeah. It's really coming off pretty easy. But, yeah. Okay, so I'm finished sanding. I know there are some spots left, like, just because of the shape of it, it was hard to get the sander in there. Same with the shifter, or not the shifter, the turn signal. Actually, I don't even know what that is. I've never driven this car before, so I think that's the turn signal. Anyway, and near the wires, some of it I had to do by hand, but I'm not gonna get too carried away. So what I'm gonna do now is just wipe it down with wax and grease remover, and then hit it with some Ospo. And that takes 24 hours, so after that I'll just go ahead and paint it. This is definitely some overkill I think I'm doing on this. Like, no. Alright, it's all good, it's all good. It is all good. It's crazy to me that they sell like gallons of Ospo, like just like a cap full. It's got me plenty. I don't wanna get this just for fuck's sake. Alright. Now what I'm gonna do is just set this aside for 24 hours or longer if I don't get a chance to paint it. Alright, here's another part I'm reusing. It's the bracket for the brake pedal. I'm just gonna brush off all this rust. It looks pretty bad. Definitely gonna wear a respirator for this one. Alright, this is what it looks like. It's like okay. Got a good amount of it off. It's just like, it was really annoying in the nooks and crannies, but one thing I've learned is you can't let the OCD win. So what I'm gonna do is just hit it with some Ospo, like everything else, give it 24 hours and paint it. Alright, here's the steering column after a few days sitting in the Ospo. It sometimes leaves this powdery residue, so I'm just gonna wipe everything off and then paint it. Alright, I actually thought this residue was gonna go away after wiping it down, but it doesn't. But whatever, I'm not that worried about it. Alright, waited a bit. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Going back to this brake pedal support thing, definitely doesn't look that great, but I'm not that mad. It looks a lot better than it did. What I'm gonna do is actually gonna, just for this one, because it has a lot of nicks and crannies, I'm gonna use some brake clean. Alright, since this one was pretty bad, I'm gonna use the rust reformer instead of the primer. Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up. I'm not that happy with the paint job. Like, it's really runny. I need to learn to do thinner coats. This is why I prefer rolling on paint. But anyway, I'm like, yeah, I'm not mad. I'm satisfied. Like, if it bothers me, I'll just sand it and repaint it. It looks way better than it did before. So this one, rust reformer, you actually have to give it 24 hours, says the can, before you put a top coat on. So I think I'll probably do that because I have other things to paint anyway. All right, there's actually a few more pieces I need to do the same thing to. For example, the brake pedal, the parking brake handle, and the gas pedal. It saves you a lot of money. Like, gas pedals are like 130 bucks new for some reason. And the this bracket here is like 80, I think. One last thing, definitely wear a respirator. I feel like even though I wore this, I still kind of like breathed in some paint and wasn't feeling that great. I mean, I probably put it on wrong or something, but yeah, definitely wear a respirator and like get the right size, get the right filter. I say as I'm not even sure if this is good for spray painting. But yeah, especially if you do this often. So anyway, that's all.